Thank you, Angela, and good morning, everyone. My name is Tri Tran. I work for AGL as a principal engineer, and I'm A1 convener on extensions at the moment. So, the A1 panel has its new name changed since last year from electrical rotating machine to power generation and electromechanical energy conversion. The work is similar, the name is longer. We are adapting to the new transitions and net zero, and as you all know about it. So we catch up. So study committee A1, the purpose is to focus on the development of new technologies and international exchange of information and knowledge in the field of rotating electrical machines. To add value to this information and knowledge by means of synthesizing state-of-the-art practices and developing guidelines and recommendations. We're probably the only panel who deal with rotating stuff. So, but where the energy started, well, sorry, where the power started. So, to the next slide, I keep talking, if it's all right. We have 4 study committees, 4 advisory groups, turbo generators, hydro generators, wind generators, and new technologies. And finally, large and high efficiency motors. They all sort of focus on similar broad subjects, on condition assessment, maintenance, refurbishment, power upgrade, asset management, and long-term health assessment. Very similar turbo generator advisory group and hydro generators. Recently, the wind generators and the new technologies sort of into the favor of the month a bit more, particularly synchronous condensers. We thought synchronous condenser was phasing out many years ago, but they're coming back in a big way. So as the problems come with them. So as the operation become more complicated because they have to work a lot harder than they used to be. And hopefully that with my age, I'm phasing out with it, but I probably got called back. So the wind generators, it's a different problems. We don't have these sophisticated water-cooled machines. As they are phasing out, basically we're shutting down major power stations. But the wind generators, they come in a simpler problem, but it's a lot of them because they come in large numbers. And some of the problem we're facing back to the root cause of quality of build, for example, or the start-stop operations. The high-efficiency motor is supply and demand thing where we need more and more variable speed drive. We need more efficient, high-efficient motors. Yeah, so echo what Louis said. We participated the Montreal symposium from the 29th of September to the 2nd of October. It was a fantastic symposium, particularly for eye-opening learning for me. For A1, we smaller participant because the preferential subjects are not focused, not central on electrical machines, but rather power system and the rest of it from A2 to D2. However, we managed to get there. We managed to present quite a few papers, and we had a very, very interesting tutorial presented on the 2nd of October. Oh, thank you so much. The preferential subjects were system enhancement, markets and regulation, application of technologies, information technology, IT and artificial intelligence, climate change and extreme weather events. Now, we kind of embedded our study committee into among those. It doesn't look obvious, but it is it is quite interesting mix of papers. We had we noticed about 2,000 delegates from 10 study committees attended the symposium. A1 presented 38 papers from 10 countries in 6 technical sessions. The session repeated, so session 1 and 2 on partial discharge, AI, ML applications. Section 3 and 4 on condition monitoring and assessment. Session 5 and 6 on asset management. 3 papers were awarded. They're on Theta Whiting neutral inversion case study, 1 paper from NGN, and 1 paper, a student paper. So it was great to see that. The tutorial was on the blackout of the Iberian Peninsula on April 28th, 2025 in Spain. You're probably all well aware of this blackout. It's a major one. The presentation was fantastic, although there's a lot of red tape around that the presenter for him who couldn't present more. So, but we think we got the juice of it. A lot of political cloud on that blackout, of course. The advisory group meetings, we had one on turbo generators and one on hydro generator presented on the same day on the 2nd of September. The study committee meeting, we had update from working group, sorry, it's not SC, it's supposed to be WG, A170, my typo, on partial discharge measurement, sorry, DTF measurements, and on Theta Whitings. The working group is come to the final stage of it, but we have a few issues that it's slowed down a bit. And also the working group A175 on large air-cooled turbo generator, stated air limits, and perspective for small modular reactors. Looking forward, we participate in the general session in Paris, August next year. The preferential subject will be rotating electrical machines and energy transition, evolution and development, asset management, and new challenges. Our study committee followed 5 technical directions: asset management, machine grid interaction and support, renewable generation, machine monitoring, diagnosis, prognosis to perform optimal maintenance, high efficiency and efficiency improvement of electrical machines. So I couldn't go through every line because we had only 10 minutes, so there's slides through this. Please, if you have any questions, you can see me after during the break. The working group update, we have these technical brochures either already finished or come close to finish without reading through all of them. And we have 11 active working groups and 6 new working groups. These things is a moving target. We get new working groups all the time, as Angela mentioned earlier, and some of them finish to technical brochures. What's relevant to Australia? These technical brochures, I disseminate them to my work and to my colleagues in SIGRAE panel. They're fantastic. When we come to technical brochures, the people say, yes, please, can we have that? And the knowledge in these technical brochures are amazing. And of course, once you give this technical brochure to the site engineer, it's like gold to them. They make a lot of good use for these brochures. Of course, some of the new one as well coming up. So, for example, I picked the last one of A170. The technical brochure there, everybody wants that technical brochure. DTF measurements is still always a bit of a gray area, and there's a lot of still a lot of learning for everyone. for our panel, our Australian panel, we have 13 members with 2 guest experts and 1 NGN. We met just exactly a week ago in Adelaide, followed by a technical tours at Torrens Island Power Station and Barker Inlet Power Station. 1 new, 1 about to retire. Torrens Island has only got 2 years to go, well, next year, but we have an extension for 2 more years. And Barker Inlet Power Station is only 6 years old. Very different machine, different technologies. One is steam turbine, gas-fired, and the Barker Inlet is reciprocating engine, large one. Very interesting to see them. So the group likes it, and we have a couple of pictures there. Yep, you can see the pictures there of both power stations. We had presentation from all members from all sectors. Our members participated 4 study committee, 4 working groups, sorry. 3 paper synopses were submitted this year for Paris, and 1 of them were accepted. The key thing I like about this meeting, particularly face-to-face, we share our experience. We presented our problem. One presentation was about a problem that they experienced on 660 megawatt main exciter. And I presented on the problem with the hydro generator with the partial rewind. 90 years old machine, but we still want to keep them going. That's a challenge for us, which is good. Looking ahead to study topic on turbo generators. We have that list there. If you can quickly read for me. The highlight of that is actually the renewable energies on wind, and we have old machines with issues. We have new machines coming in with issues. So that keeps us in a job for a while. Large motors on drive, of course, we propose to look into these topics as well. One highlight that one takeaway from the symposium for me was AI consumptions of power. Now, how do we have enough machines to support that? At the end of the day, the energy, the power has to come from somewhere, either the sun, the wind, or the coal, or the gas, or something else. So the amount of power, the generation that they required for AI that presented as my bottling. So I took back a puzzle, say, guys, how do we do this? They said, I don't know. Thank you.